The Tomy Back to the Future time machine. Did you get one of these? If you didn't at the time of filming this, there are a limited number left. I'll put the contact information. You gotta call the Tomy Outlet store. So by the time you call, you might get lucky and still get one. These were pre-orders. They do these like crowdfunding things. You may have seen the Enterprise original series 1. There's a movie version coming out, and we have the Tomy Back to the Future time machine. I'm a little late to unboxing because I actually wasn't going to do a vid because I moved during the whole situation of getting this. I just kind of put it to the side. However, just knowing that you have a limited opportunity to potentially get one, maybe I'll show it, do an unboxing and show it. This thing is, well, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Plus, old Army vet asked me to do the unboxing, and I do want to display it. I got a place for it. And I want to check it out. It's going to have lights. This is not quite as big as the Eagle Moss one that I built. However, this was way cheaper in the long run. I'll tell you that. That's a pretty cool box there. Not sure how well it's in camera, but I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to getting the Enterprise motion picture version once it finally is built and shipped. Ooh, am I going to damage this box? Do I care? Getting to where I don't care as much about boxes, but this is a pretty cool looking box, so I'm going to try not to damage it, but I never can get these little flaps open very well. There we go. Foam. There we go. Instructions at the top. Certificate of authenticity. Oh, there it is. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Really wish I had an opportunity to buy a DeLorean, a real one. I say opportunity, I was pretty much broke, so the opportunity was slim. But when was this? 99, maybe 2000. I went and looked at one, and I think they wanted like 15 grand for it. And I was like, this thing is not in good shape, but it was running. I remember opening the gull wing door, and well, both of them actually, but in particular I remember opening the passenger one, and it would not stay up. The driver one was very similar, and they had it, I think they had the driver's side propped up like a broomstick or something. It was in rough shape. This is die-cast, this is heavy. What I'm really liking about this compared to my Eagle Moss already is the size of it is smaller. It's still a good size, but this will be way easier to display. So let me get this unwrapped. And the scale on this, I think it's 110. So I do have, gosh, I moved, so all my stuff's in a box now. I do have some NECA figures that will display with this pretty well, and what I've seen others do, they kind of fit in there. But NECA figures aren't as flexible, they don't bend too well, but you can get them to fit in. Oh yes, this is cool. Let me get this, I'll give you all up close of this as well once I get the batteries in. If you want to skip to the end and look at those shots, but oh man, that is so solid feeling compared to, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my Eagle Moss build, but this is pretty cool. Now the front tires do not, there's no turn in them, left or right. Rubber wheels, they're not marked. So along the process, they did make some kind of design decisions to keep costs down. But overall, man, I like this. You know, I'm really digging this stuff from Tomy. You know, you got to do it. Is it like a fundraising Kickstarter? But they're a big company, and there's a confidence level that goes with that. So they delivered on the original series Enterprise, and now they've delivered this Back to the Future DeLorean. It does take them about a year. I mean, it's kind of a, for me, it's kind of a fun process if you have that patience. You know, you back the Kickstarter, and they don't charge your card right away, so that's another thing. But you back it, and then you kind of see the process, and you can give them feedback. Like, they took feedback on the design of this, and they also were upfront and said, you know, like coloring of the wiring. They did colorize some of the dash wires, which originally were not, due to the feedback from backers like myself, and where they couldn't enhance the kind of the replica. They're trying to make it screen accurate, but this is an officially licensed product as well. But there are some limitations to stay within the budget. This thing was just under 3 Ben Franks, so compare that with like some of the other type replicas and things like that. And it has lights, and their gimmick for this one was the smoke effect. So I'm going to use the batteries they provided for this little test out. So I would say a zonk would be, and the same with the Enterprise that I got previously, the model batteries. Batteries are okay, but I would like a feature to be able just to plug it into an adapter, like a wall charger or whatever you call it, rather than having to change batteries out all the time. In the Enterprise, the batteries are in 2 different locations too, so that's kind of jicky. So that's why they also have some extras, because they do build a few extras just for, you know, if there's a problem, if something was damaged on someone's, and they replace it for them. So batteries are in. Let's test out the lights, and then I'll do the smoke. You do have to get your own fog juice, so I got some from Amazon. And let's look at these lights. Mine actually had some fluid in it. Alright, batteries are in. Let me show you how these lights work. And I think I mentioned I was very surprised it had some fog juice in it apparently. They didn't give us a separate bottle of this stuff, but maybe they put it in there for testing. I don't know. But they've hidden the buttons on this, which I like. They're touch sensors. This one, if you touch here, activates the nuclear reactor, and it spins up. There's a little bit of delay, and it'll do the fog, so that was a fun surprise. This one does the time ropes and on the outside, and then this one, you touch the license plate and you get interior lights, and it has 2 different settings. So let's activate the time ropes, and also that activates the headlights and tail lights. I like these time ropes. They went with kind of with the blue color. Everyone believes they're blue. I know, I think in the movie they were white, but in my memory they always kind of look bluish. So I dig it. I like it. Headlights. Oh man, that's so cool. Look at that. Got the flux capacitor going. The Christmas tree. Christmas tree looks kind of static. But got the dashboard lit up for the time circuits, and then I can touch it again, and it goes into a different mode for time travel. Man, that is cool. I don't know how well the flux capacitor is showing up on camera, but there we go. That is cool. That is way better than what I have with the Eagle Moss build. So I am really happy with what they gave us. There's your time circuits. Looks like these do have a timer setting on them, which I would like it to last longer. But I think it's kind of set up kind of like in toy mode or something. Anyway, you push this button and it activates the nuclear reactor. And I believe there's a little bit of delay. because I activated it before I turned the camera on, and all of a sudden smoke started coming out. So we'll see if it spins up for us here. Yep. See if it has any fog juice left. Looks like it's out. I did a couple times because I was surprised. So they had enough in there probably for testing. So let me show you where you put the fog juice in. Goes right down in there. There it is. That is a cool effect. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but it's a maybe a little gimmicky, but it is part of what they had promised, and it is what they delivered. So there's the flames, if you want that displayed. We are about to run out of camera battery. Let's see. Of course, we got Einstein, the little clock. But this goes, where does this go? It sits down right in there. That. So you can have your hook. There it is, and we are out of battery. Thanks for watching. Check out Tomy. I'll try to post up any info I have if they have something new coming out, because you got to get in while you can. Boom.